Next, let's hear from Nicole,
Great.
the digital superheroes.
Yes, thank you. Sorry. Good afternoon. So just to start briefly with the problem we are addressing. So marginalized children and youth, including out of school, migrant, and other disadvantaged children, are especially vulnerable to risks such as abuse, neglect, and exploitation. And our team at Baan Foundation recently published a report with UNICEF Thailand that explores the challenges faced by a specific population of marginalized children, children who live in construction site camps in Thailand. And there are tens of thousands of these children in Thailand. They're often not enrolled in school. They do not have access to vaccinations. They have many financial barriers, and they grow up in environments that pose serious safety risks. They're also often migrant, undocumented, sometimes stateless, and they have too few opportunities for safe play, or just having fun with their friends. So many of these kids just don't get to be kids. And these kids need life skills. So skills that enable them to enroll in school, which they have the legal right to do in Thailand, to access preventative health and vaccinations or medical care when they get sick, and to learn how to stay safe in at-risk environments and understand their national identity documents. And most importantly, these life skills need to be made fun. So Baan Foundation has developed the Digital Superheroes Academy. The Digital Superheroes Academy, as was mentioned earlier, it's an educational app that teaches critical thinking, life skills, and soft skills to vulnerable children living in slums and construction site camps in Thailand. And the app teaches these life skills as superpowers. So children become superheroes as they progress through the lessons. And in addition to learning how to access basic education and health services and how to stay safe in at-risk environments, the app also teaches the children tech literacy and soft skills. And as these children often face literacy barriers in traditional educational settings, the app is available in their own native languages to help enhance their understanding of this essential knowledge. So through our pilot project in this last year, we delivered life skill education using a web app and tablets that we would bring into these construction site camps and communities. And with our new Digital Superheroes Academy mobile app, children and families can now access this content and superhero games from their own low-tech devices, from wherever they are, which is especially important as this population tends to migrate frequently from place to place. And once downloaded, all of the content and games are available completely offline, so without use of any Wi-Fi or data, which is often limited in these communities where they live. So in the past year, we have developed a curriculum of 7 e-life skills, so including topics like fundamental child rights, equality and diversity, family nonviolence, electricity safety, among others. And each life skill is thoroughly researched and then translated into 4 languages of our population of interest. We're adding a 5th language later this year. It's then recorded with native language speakers, alternating between a male and a female voice. And then superhero-themed animations, images, and videos are created to help engage children in the content and try to make the learning fun. And that's all before digitizing and making each life skill available on both our web and mobile app. We also systematically gather the children's feedback during the creation phase of each life skill. So we go into the construction site camps and communities and ask them what they think, what they like, what they don't like. And this is especially important to make sure all of the life skills are both culturally appropriate and applicable to their specific needs. So in the past year, over our pilot, we delivered life skill education to more than 500 children in over 40 different construction site camps and slums in the north of Thailand. And as we begin to scale the project throughout the country, starting first in Bangkok within the next few months, Digital Superheroes Academy has the potential to reach thousands of migrant children in Thailand and vulnerable children throughout Southeast Asia. And so my presence here today is mostly due to a collaboration between Social Enterprise World Forum and MIT Solve. And our experience with MIT Solve has been extremely valuable. Becoming an MIT Solver has increased the visibility of Baan Foundation and the Digital Superheroes Academy, and it's led to new opportunities for us to connect with organizations, companies, and individuals who are all interested in supporting vulnerable children. And a strategic network of partners like these is fundamental for us to expand Digital Superheroes Academy. And MIT Solve has also connected us with the Australian Department of Foreign Affairs and Trade, and we received the DFAT Indo-Pacific Prize. And at the MIT Solve event this past May, which is where this photo was taken, we received continued funding in order to more extensively monitor student learning and our social impact as we scale the program starting this next year to reach thousands of children throughout Thailand. And what stood out to us the most about this collaboration with MIT Solve and DFAT is that it's led to a much broader collaboration with the Australian government, both for Digital Superheroes Academy as well as support to these children more generally. So for example, our connection with Solve and DFAT has led to a strategic partnership with Australia Direct Aid in order to support water, sanitation, and hygiene projects and access to clean drinking water in the vulnerable communities where our target children live. It's also connected us to Ambassador Paul Rebillard and the Australian Embassy in Thailand, who have supported our work in many ways, including finding us the exact mobile development team that we needed to help us develop this specific app with our specific needs for this population, and provide that technical expertise that we needed. So continued partnerships, I think, is our key takeaway, and that's what we need to really fully scale the Digital Superheroes Academy and reach its full potential for impact. And we've already done so much with our partners, and we're looking forward to the exciting results ahead. Thank you.
Thank you, Nicole. I dropped out of junior high school, so I learned everything from the internet. And so programs like this, I think, are truly transformative. And there's already someone on the Q&A asking, what's your scaling aspirations? How would you like to scale this internationally?
Internationally?
Yeah.
So our plan first is to have some sector-wide effect. So we're really focusing in, at least on this next year, in construction site camps and partnering with construction companies, and ideally getting Digital Superheroes Academy on every construction site camp in Thailand. But the program itself, as long as you adapt the curriculum to different populations and needs, can be adapted throughout countries anywhere, and life skill education can be for children all over.
That's awesome. Thank you.